Hello, hello. Got some interesting stuff going on here with the. This is the parrot of the 30 gallon. I decided to put them in back in the main tank because their eggs just keep dying anyway. And of course, they're super happy to be back in here. So immediately they're gonna lay eggs back there on that filter. It looks like they're picking that. They were gonna pick the heater, so I put that fake plant in front of it because they just cooked them. At least give them a chance. So now they're picking the filter. I'm just gonna let them do their thing in here because I need to buy like $50 worth of antifungal stuff to treat the 30 gallon while they're doing this in order for the eggs not to die, because that's where I'm at. And then if that fails, I have to buy a stronger tap filter for minerals. But I pH says I'm in range, so I'm gonna go with fungus first. It's the cheaper thing to do, and I have to wait to do that. So that's just all there is to it. We're gonna lose a few batches again, but we'll let them grow. They're still young, and I might be losing batches simply because that male is way younger than that female, and they're definitely paired off. Other males tried again when I put them back, and she's when she picks a male, she sticks to him. She ditched her brother, but that's probably the good natural choice. You don't want to inbreed, right? So she was breeding with her brother initially, and then when these guys got big enough, she switched. And you can't blame her. You don't want to be breeding with your siblings. So naturally, she would want to pick someone else. And of course, everybody hangs out on this side of the tank. But they do that when I'm in the room because I feed them on this side of the tank. And that's all there is to that. Mellow Yellow. I don't know what's up with him, but I saw a little bit of white poop come out, but there was normal poop after it, so that might not be an emergency, because they can do that sometimes. White poop is often, that's kind of like diarrhea for a fish. Why he's having it, though, I'll have to watch him. So like the first half of it was white, and then normal poop was after. That doesn't necessarily mean a problem, but I will be watching him closely. He's still eating just fine and behaving just fine, but he's been in here for about 2 months, and I haven't seen any trouble with anybody in the time he's been here. But now I don't know, I saw some white poop from him today, so we're going to be keeping a close eye on him. I might need to blow money on meds for that too. So I got a little bit of stuff I add to food, and I've done that, so we're going to feed that for the next few days and hope that just clears him up. Shouldn't be much of a problem unless it continues. But like I said, we got some I just fed them medicated food, so everybody got a little bit of that. And he ate some of it. He didn't eat as much as I'd like, but that's okay. I got enough to give him about a week's worth of that stuff, and if there's something wrong with him, that should clear it up. And if that doesn't, then I'll go to more extreme measures. Other than that, everything's been really good in this tank, and I'm sure he's fine. I just like to make sure, and so we're gonna give him a little gut cleaning with some dosed food, and that should fix him up, just in case. Precautionary gut cleansing. But yep, they're fixing to lay eggs. She's actually starting to press, but she'll posture like that for a little bit first, like she's sizing it up. She hasn't put any out yet, and I'll clean that up a little bit because there's some algae there. But one other thing about eggs is they actually need good flow, so that's something else I'll be improving in the 30 gallon near the cone. I'm going to increase water flow, and who knows, maybe they'll get lucky on this filter there. I don't think so. I think because of all the stress from the other fish in the tank, they're going to eat the eggs. But I removed the Siamese algae eaters, and the rest of the fish really don't go up there. So we might, who knows? We'll see what happens. They might actually be able to fend them this time. Keeping it, as you can see, they're not letting anyone around. But there's enough tank here for them to look after those eggs and keep these guys, you know, a foot or two away. So, and it seems the discus actually respect the fact that the other, when there's egg layers, they don't seem to be going after them. They stay away. They know what's going on. So, yeah. It's another gorgeous day in the 90 gallon. Everybody's fins are nice and clear. Everybody's gills are functioning correctly. Like I said, the only problem was little yellow diamond there. He's had some suspect poos today, so we're gonna hopefully clear that up with the dosed food. Normally that's enough to do it, so, and like I said, it might not even be a problem, because if their belly's empty and they poo, you'll see white poo, because all the poo, even when it's got color, it's kind of like a sausage casing. It's got like the white slime on the outside of the poo. So if they didn't get enough food that day, they might just start to poo off white like he did, and that's might be all I've seen. And then later on in the movement, I saw color. So and it wasn't mucusy. It was just normal shaped. So, but I hate seeing that. It always makes me worry. 50-50 chance at this point. It was nothing, or he's developed a problem, and it might mean he had it when I brought him home, and it's just showing up now. I have given him medicated food several times, then I laid off it for the last maybe week or two, and boom, I see some white. So, little concerning. These fish are very, very finicky that way. Once that shit starts, it could spread all over the place. So your best option is dosing food once you see any sign of white poops, just to be safe. Everybody else's poops are all brown right now, so I could be overreacting. But it's not something you want to wait around for, because it can explode really fast. You get something like hexamida going on, everybody can catch that before you know it's there, and then you got a real big problem. You got fish not eating. It can really blow up on you if you don't take immediate action. So my first thing is medicated foods, and the next couple days I see him pooping brown, I'll let you know, because it's either the med food worked, or I was just false alarming. I ain't taking any chance. At this point, these fish are all approaching, in my city, to be like $200+ each in value. So there's a lot of money sitting in this tank now, and I don't want to lose any of them. Just lost one the other day. That was sad, but that was no fault of my own. He smashed himself, and eventually died from the injury. That's not an uncommon problem with these fish either. They get startled easily. And that particular fish died from being startled. He was afraid he'd cat all his life, so every little thing made him jump, and when he jumped, the rest of the fish jumped. So it's sad to lose a fish, but his little disposition was actually bad for the tank. And now that he's gone, my fish aren't freaking out nearly as often. He'd get startled, and the rest of them respond with him, because they schooling behavior. Right? So look at them. They can't wait to get going up there. Okay. Just gotta figure out my water, and we'll have babies, folks. Either that or they just need to mature. Either way, you give me time, I'm gonna get us there. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Ciao for now.